From one ecosystem to another, everything upstream influences everything downstream. In cities, connectivity is how water, wildlife, energy, and nutrients keep moving through fragmented places. By the end of this video, you'll see how citizens of Halton in Ontario, Canada are playing a critical role in building connectivity corridors. And over the next two videos, you'll learn the types of projects you can support to help build connectivity in your area.
I see my land as like not my land. I see it as I share it with all the other living creatures.
Stewardship means doing your part to move things forward positively in a direction that takes care of the broader community, just not yourself. And that's what we're trying to do here is manage water on our property, create an environment for the birds and insects.
That's what I did when I bought my house. I wanted to be a good steward because that is the most important thing. These are Canadian plants.
Be good neighbors to the eco park and provide a more continuous habitat so that especially insects, but also all kinds of animals could sort of move through freely.
Anything that you're willing to do that works for you, your family, your yard, and the environment is better than doing nothing.
Ecological connectivity is the degree to which landscapes allow organisms, water, energy, and nutrients to move. It operates in multiple scales. There's hydrologic connectivity, which involves rain soaking in and flowing cool and clean to creeks and wetlands. There's habitat connectivity, which involves species moving among patches, yards, woodlots, riparian buffers, and wetlands. And there's functional connectivity, processes like shading, filtration, pollination, seed dispersal, and carbon storage. In cities, pavement and hardscapes break these pathways. Stormwater rushes off, heats up, and carries pollutants into creeks. Habitats fragment into isolated pockets, and invasive plants form monocultures that crowd out native food webs. Connectivity counters this, cooling and cleaning water, reducing floods, and letting wildlife find food, shelter, and breeding sites across neighborhoods. We'll explore two complementary levers of connectivity. The first is low-impact development, keeping rain where it falls and creating habitat stepping stones at home and at the Conservation Halton administrative site. And the second is through ecological restoration, removing invasive species, rebuilding structure, shading and stabilizing creeks, and reopening corridors across wetlands, woodlands, and riparian zones. Local action sits inside a bigger partnership, the Coots to Escarpment Eco Park System. 9 agencies coordinating land care from the Niagara Escarpment to Coots Paradise and Hamilton Harbor. Their shared goal is connectivity across jurisdictions, so site-level improvements add up to landscape-level benefits. And as part of this effort, the Coots to Escarpment Eco Park System Ecological Corridors Pilot Program identifies, plans, and tests priority corridor connections, linking woodlands, wetlands, and riparian zones so species can move and water can flow cleanly. Several projects featured here, like coordinated work in water-down woods and riparian reaches, sit within that pilot's connective framework.
Riparian areas or that creekside habitat that we have upstream, the better water quality we can see downstream. All those plants along the creek are helping to soak up some water, stabilize that shoreline, which in turn helps reduce that erosion, reduce the amount of sediment that's going downstream as well, too. So the more we're able to mitigate that every step of the way as we go down to Hamilton Harbor.
A lot of the invasives that are here had inundated and just choked out a lot of the native species that were here, and what we wanted to try and do was increase a lot of the local diversity that's currently here.
Wetlands are also home to very unique and rare and endangered species, and so the protection of these systems are critical to maintain biodiversity.
And during this exploration of ecological connectivity, you'll meet real Halton property owners transforming their land with native plants, rain gardens, and bioswales, turning yards into living sponges. Then we'll dive into innovative restoration. Wetlands revived with recycled Christmas trees and floating mats to rebuild peatlands. Forests fighting back against invasive species, and streams enhancing riparian habitats to cool and clean the water. Don't miss how these projects come together to stitch corridors from the escarpment to the harbor in southern Ontario. Start small and think big. A single redirected downspout becomes a stepping stone. Many stepping stones become a network. Thanks for watching, and looking forward to seeing you for the rest of this series on ecological connectivity.